All right, so do my financial assets provide me enough for my desired lifestyle? Well, if you go ahead and you ask a retiree, that may only be half of the story. Here are some healthy habits for retirees. Number one is staying healthy and having a healthy diet and exercise, right? So it's recommended we get about 20 minutes of moderate exercise per day to keep everything moving in the right direction and keep our health moving in the right direction. So let's make sure and get some exercise. So for me, I do walking. And walking, what that does for you, it's great exercise. It's not very hard on your joints. And it's going to up your immune system. It's going to generate more energy for you. And it's going to stave off many health conditions that are risky for you. So anyway, walking 20 minutes a day, or what is it, 150 minutes, 150 to 300 minutes per week of moderate exercise is what is recommended. And number two, after leaving work, our social networks are gone. And it's said that 1/3 of retirees will feel loneliness at least once a week. It can lead to heart disease, stroke, and dementia. So, build up those social networks and try to get out there, put yourself out there, and have some social activities so that you're not alone and you're not lonely. Number three, 3 of 4 Americans are planning to work beyond the traditional retirement time, not because they have to, but because they want to. And some of that goes back to number 2, to the social activities. And for many, volunteering and charitable giving will give you a sense of purpose and self-esteem. And that may be another way that you can go ahead and keep that sense of purpose in your life. And it's reported that 97% of retirees with a strong sense of purpose feel happiness versus 76% without. Number 4 is never stop learning. Okay, be a lifelong learner. Learning can stave off dementia. It can help you with all your cognitive abilities and things like learning a new language, doing crossword puzzles, or even learning to play a musical instrument can really help fight off all those bad things and keep your cognitive functions moving in a forward direction. And number 5, believe it or not, you can rewire your brain to be optimistic. Yeah, you really can. It's amazing. I had to go through speech therapy as part of my brain injury rehabilitation. And it is amazing the way you can rewire your brain and how you do it. It's not really very hard, but you have to work at it and you have to try. But it is amazing what you can get your brain to do when you rewire it. So there's a report out that says 50% of optimistic women have a better chance of living to be 85 years old, while in men it's a 70% chance of optimistic men living to 85 years old. So that's pretty good odds for just something as good as being optimistic. And you just feel better anyway. So let's work on reframing all the situations in our life into a more positive light. See if we can take away some of that pessimism from our lives. And number 6, those who practice mindful gratitude have a more positive outlook on life. And there again, it kind of goes to that last one that we just talked about. Just try to remind yourself to be grateful for the good things in your life, and that'll help with that positive attitude. And number 7 is get a furry friend. Yeah, having a pet can lead to 20% more exercise because you got to, get up, you got to feed your animal, you got to walk them, you got to do all that. And people who have animals are just more likely to stave off that loneliness because that's going to help as well. So I hope you've gotten something out of this video, and if you have, I'd appreciate it if you reach down and hit that like button and watch this video next.